Yeah, they did a good job. Jenna usually, if you've watched, Jenna usually has that baseline shot. When Chloe is in, Chloe can attack and hit Jenna for that corner shot, and that's been Jenna's bread and butter. So Jenna had to actually play kind of a wing area, and they put Piper down in that baseline area when Taylorville was in that. It was kind of a 1-2-2 flat, almost like a 3-2 zone, and Piper was able to knock down some big shots, and so. And it was good shots. We set our feet, didn't rush, and got some really nice looking shots out of the offense.
Reese McEwen also missed the Taylorville-Charleston road trip. She was at the music competition, and she is back tonight. So add another gun in Taylor Rohrer's arsenal there. The Mount Zion Lady Braves are led by 5'11" sophomore Denver Anderson. You told me you heard she was a little bit under the weather.
I did. I heard that. I didn't hear it from her dad, but I did hear it from somebody here that one of the coaches. She's not feeling well tonight either, so we'll see. With what's going around this year, it's you never know what's going to happen. So. Who's quarantined, who's sick, just a lot of different things. And so we hope she feels better and if that's true. So like I said, I just had heard that before the game that she had been feeling well. I know last time we played them, I had heard from her mom that she had strep. So I'm not sure if she still has some lingering, different things from that. So
the ladies have tonight's home game against Mount Zion, and then a February 4th contest. That's that long road trip down to Effingham, and having made that trip last night for the boys, I'm still suffering from a little bit of jet lag, and I didn't even fly. And then we have a home game against Muhammad on February the 10th, and then I believe regionals begin February the 12th. Talked to Coach Rohrer earlier. We're speculating that Lincoln's probably going to get a 1 or 2 seed in the subsectional, and then the 2 sites for the subsectional are Normal and Champaign, figuring that Muhammad might be in line for the other top seed. Yep. They won't keep the 1 and 2s together. They'll send them opposite ways. And, Coach, I'm hoping you get to go to Normal for the regional. That's the closest.
Yeah.
That is the closest.
I would think that makes sense, but, sometimes we're not the ones drawing it out, but I would think that then Muhammad would go to that Champaign regional. That's kind of when I looked at it. That's what I was thinking was going to probably happen. It'd be nice to happen and then meet Muhammad here, actually back on our floor for sectionals.
It is the girls. That's right. The sectional tournament is here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. I'm sure the girls don't want to look past the regional tournament, but boy, if you can get past the regional, then you come in and get to play in your own place. And sleep in your own bed and have a little extra time. So
yeah, and have our student section.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come in this gym, I mean, this gives you. I think with our student section, it gives our girls a 10-point advantage. Our student section's amazing. Our fans have been amazing this year, and so we need whenever it comes postseason time, everybody hop in your cars, head to either place, and support both teams because you really do make a difference for the girls and the boys.
Let's go ahead and send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip for tonight's Lady Railers versus the Mount Zion Braves contest.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium for tonight's Apollo Conference matchup between the visiting Mount Zion Braves and your Lincoln Lady Railers. A reminder that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school athletics. Athletes in the Apollo Conference recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and they must abide by the decision of the official. Spectators, support your schools by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers. We hope you enjoy tonight's contest and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Big Dave Renfro over there with the starting lineups. Coach, we'll let you read the starting lineups for the folks at home.
All right. First for Mount Zion. Mount Zion comes in tonight 2-7 in the Apollo. So starter number 11. That's
Kaliana Becker, number 11. Isn't it?
mine is different.
Kenzie Wrigley, huh?
Yeah. You know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm looking at Lainey Walter is on here, and Lainey Walter, this is an old roster because Lainey Walter is Denver Anderson's older sister who plays at North Central College.
Yeah, they don't even have Denver Anderson on here.
Her sister is Lainey. They have Lainey, but that's her older sister who plays up at North Central.
So we're going to try and go by the. We're going to let Coach at least look at the roster that I've got here, which I got off of Max Preps. Hopefully it's accurate. I'm sure it is.
Starting for the Lincoln Lady Railers, we got number Jasmine Robbins, number 3, number 4, Becca Heitzig, number 14, Jenna Bowman, and 5'8" senior, Reese McEwen, and a 5'6" senior, Ryan Stolzenberg, number 23. So starting the game, you got Bowman, Heitzig, Robbins, McEwen, and Stolzenberg. If you watch this, Stolzenberg has a little thing she's doing for Sadie's real quick.
All right, we see Ryan Stolzenberg out there, and she's
walking it over to her. Oh yeah. And if all of you aren't, Sadie's is this Saturday, which the girls are supposed to ask the boys. So
was that her asking the boy?
That was her asking. She basically handed him the ball and the poster, and he didn't have a choice. I don't think he was.
What's he going to say at that point? All right, we're just about ready to tip things off here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Here on WLCN FM 96.3, the sports voice of Central Illinois. Also your weather station for Central Illinois. Tip up, and it is batted around, and McEwen taps into the backcourt to Heitzig. Heitzig out front runs the point, has done an excellent job with Chloe Froby being out. Bowman to Robbins, ball knocked away briefly by Mount Zion. Denver Anderson not starting tonight either for Mount Zion. Into McEwen. McEwen 5-foot turnaround up, rattles around, no good, and the rebound goes to Bracy Barnes. Mount Zion's almost traveled in the backcourt, still looking against the Lincoln defense. Fleming quickly across the timeline, and a traveling call on Mount Zion. We're going to go the other way.
I think both teams starting off a little sluggish right now. You can kind of see both teams without their normal starters. So I think that they're gonna get there.
Bowman, Robbins, Mount Zion playing man to man. Heitzig going to go right down the lane, stop, pop 8-footer off the backboard, up, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor. Stolzenberg to rebound, quickly kicks it out. McEwen, Bowman, 15-footer, good.
Nice shot by Jenna Bowman. Man, she has a great shot. Once she gets her feet set, looks great.
Lady Railers up 2-0, and Lincoln extends the press. Mount Zion does not look comfortable handling the basketball at all, especially without Denver Anderson in the lineup. Ahead to Heitzig. Heitzig looks inside McEwen. McEwen 8-footer up, no good. Rebound, got
rebound.
It up and good.
Good job.
Abby Scharf and Bracy Barnes are two rather tall girls. One's 6'1", the other one's 5'11". And McEwen was in the trees. Barnes still in the backcourt. Finally across the timeline to Becker. Becker out front, Barnes. Barnes, Scharf. In the corner, Fleming. Ball knocked away by McEwen. And Bowman steals the ball away on the pass. Here comes Jenna Bowman the other way.
Jenna's getting a bit more comfortable attacking the basket and handling the pressure as well, which is great to see.
Heitzig, kick out Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg drives in the key, almost traveled to Robbins. Robbins will reset the Lincoln offense. Robbins' spin move goes down the lane. Jazzy Robbins up and blocked by Bracy Barnes. Barnes didn't even leave her feet, blocked with both hands. Abby Scharf quickly ahead to number 15, Mila Means, the 5'5" sophomore, goes in the corner, the ball kicked, and it'll stay Mount Zion basketball.
Denver Anderson is checking into the ball game.
Steve Marvel pretty quick to get her in. 5:55 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 4-0 if you just joined us. Quickly into Denver Anderson, 15-footer up short, no good. And looks like we have a foul on the rebound. No,
I think she traveled. Maybe.
Yeah, traveled. Looks like Maya Means may have traveled there. Heitzig the basketball quickly across the timeline. Pick from McEwen, pick and roll. McEwen down.
Nice.
She was too far under the basket.
Yeah.
Got the deuce. Reese McEwen, the nice shot. Lincoln up 6-0. Mount Zion still in the backcourt, across to Anderson. Denver Anderson around Heitzig. Out front, Scharf into Barnes. Barnes in the corner, Becker. Back out front, Scharf. Now to Means. Means in the corner, nearly trapped. And Bowman tried to get the ball, ran into Scharf, fell down. Out front, Anderson, 3 on the way. Blocked by Heitzig. Becca Heitzig blocking the shot of a girl probably 5 inches taller than she is. Jazzy Robbins. McEwen, Heitzig. Lincoln pitching a shutout so far. Looks. Heitzig, yep. Bowman, Robbins. Robbins out front, Heitzig. Against Lincoln working against the Mount Zion man-to-man.
Yep, being very patient. I think
Heitzig stops. Thought about an 18-footer, didn't take it. Heitzig going to drive on baseline, gets it to McEwen. McEwen will go in and drive, dribble the ball off of her leg, and Bracy Barnes picks it up. Anderson to Scharf.
Now, Scharf, I do believe, Anderson and Scharf just were nominated. They were in a tournament. So both of those girls, I'm pretty sure, were nominated to the all-tournament team at the last.
Foul's going to be, I believe, on Jenna Bowman. Let's see.
Yep.
Jenna Bowman, that is her first and the first team foul. Again, Lady Railers up 6-0, 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. If you just joined us here on WLCN FM 96.3 or on the Mixler app or on our YouTube channel. Max Posgay did a great job of running the camera last night at Effingham, and we've got our regular old standby engineer, Lloyd Kirby, manning the camera tonight. Abby Scharf with a nice left-handed move down the lane, lays it up and good. Breaks the ice for Mount Zion. It's 6-2 Lincoln. In the corner, Taryn Stolzenberg, long 3, got it.
Nice
Taryn
job.
Stolzenberg with the long 3, make it 9-2 Lady Railers. Anderson still in the backcourt, Scharf, Barnes, and gets it across to
Yep. Becker. I knew he was going to catch her there. She picked up that pivot foot before she took off. And
yet another turnover on the Lady Braves of Mount Zion. Waiting to see. It looks like we will have an officials timeout. The officials have not been consistent in calling the mass timeouts this year, so we have to wait and make sure that is going to be a mass timeout. So let's go ahead and send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout. This is Lady Raider basketball on WLCN FM. Back here at Royce Anderson Gymnasium, Jay Harden and the coach, Kerry Froby, with the Lady Railers up 9-2. 3:53 to go here in the first quarter on an officials, the mass timeout. In case you're wondering your weather report, my wife is reporting that the temperature in Bloomington has dropped 6 degrees in the last 30 minutes, but it's still raining there. Cross your fingers.
Well, I was just checking here. I think it is still raining here, too, as well. So,
hey, if you get stranded or the power goes out at the house, check out the Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel needs. Or the Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool among competitive rates. So if you didn't get your groceries out at Walmart today, go out to the Hampton Inn. They'll serve you a hot breakfast. And trust me, I don't think there was nothing left at the Effingham Walmart last night. Stolzenberg in the lane, got fouled, no call. McEwen the rebound. Baseline Stolzenberg up and no good. Rebound ball on the floor. Ryan almost had it, and Anderson comes out of there with it. Again, 9-2, 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Denver Anderson to Abby Scharf. Against the Lincoln 1-2-2, Anderson. Cross-court pass to number 13 in the ball game. That's Ella Summer. And stripped by McEwen. Here comes Heitzig the other way. Heitzig, good bounce pass. Stolzenberg, layup time. No good. Didn't get it. McEwen the board. No good. Almost had her own rebound fighting with Stolzenberg, and it's going to go to Mount Zion.
That's when you think there's a lid on that hoop, huh?
Yes.
We were right around the rim. You can't get any more higher percentage shot than that. So
Lincoln extends the press just a little bit more. Mount Zion still in the backcourt. And knocked away from Barnes.
Yes.
Good hands by the Lincoln defense.
Way to get to the middle of that press. We did a good job. There we go. Get Jenna's feet set.
Bowman, baseline jumper. That's one she normally just nails and didn't get it run down. And Anderson comes out with the rebound to Sharp. In the corner, Becker. Becker out front, Sharp. Anderson. Anderson drives down the lane, 10-foot running one-hander, up no good. Becker got the rebound over Stolzenberg. Becker, the bounce pass Anderson. Anderson underneath 5-footer, no good. Gets her own board, up, no good. Ball batted around. Heitzig's going to chase it down in the corner. Here becomes Becca Heitzig. 2-on-1 right now. Heitzig stops in the lane. Got to kick it back out. Terrence Stolzenberg.
Thought about it.
Corner Bowman. Bowman, 15-footer. In and out.
Oh, my goodness.
Jenna Bowman with another 15-footer that goes in and out.
They were falling the first few minutes in that timeout. We wish we didn't have that mass timeout.
Out front, Mount Zion looks like they may pull the ball out just a little bit and make us chase a little bit, although how you do it 9-2 down, I don't know.
They're trying to extend us out and trying to get Denver that shot on that corner, that wing. So
Anderson, the three-pointer missed. Lincoln comes out with the rebound. Here they come the other way.
Get in there. Oh,
no good by Heitzig. Up, McEwen, the rebound, good.
There we go. We broke that dry spell.
Lincoln up 11-2, a minute 32 to go here in the first quarter. Sharp in the backcourt. Barnes ahead to Becker. Becker goes down the lane, 8-footer up, no good, way too hard, and McEwen the rebound. Coach, I'm not so sure, but I think a little more pressure and they would have a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah,
they just don't look comfortable handling the ball at all.
And Denver usually is the one kind of doing that job, and she isn't at 100% out there.
Bowman, other baseline, couldn't get the shot to full. Steve Marvel's going to take a 30-second timeout on the rebound. We're going to keep it right here. Well, another one of our fine sponsors, the Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. Schneider Masonry in Lincoln for all your masonry needs, including brick, block, and stone. Choose Schneider Masonry, family-owned for over 40 years. Phone 314-9654. Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling office. If you want results, call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424 or check out their website, merealty.com. And, of course, Mr. James Siddons, who's working on that wintertime tournament down at Disney World and getting us all to Florida.
We are never going to let him forget that.
Proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. I wonder if he made it out here tonight.
You know what? He's actually really busy right now with the water. I think he said that he had to pack a bag today, a suitcase, and with everything they're expecting, I think.
Really?
So he said they were working maybe 24 hours. So I saw he sent a picture. He had his suitcase packed. He'd got things ready for this storm. So I'm not sure he made it. I think he's probably watching us. So
yes, our on-site cameraman is trying to figure out how he's going to get to the station tomorrow. And Bowman knocks it away. Here comes Lincoln the other way. Piper Whiteman in the basketball game.
Go, Pipe.
Piper thought about stopping and shooting it.
She did. And she's been knocking those down, so that was a good. There we go. Oh,
Whiteman faked the 15-footer, going to drive in the lane, fires it up. No good. I think she got fouled.
She's been knocking down those shots in transition very smoothly. So
had a little fun with her as they were shooting buckets in between the halftime of the JV game, and told her I was going to call her Gunner. So Gunner Whiteman at the free throw line misses the first free throw. I probably jinxed her.
Do you know what they really thought about naming her before she was born? They were going to go with Whitney. Does she look like a Whitney to you? I'm like, she looks like a Piper. Yeah. She does.
At least they didn't name her Fred.
Or at the end of the day is her middle name. Whitney at the end of the day, Whiteman.
Second one up and good. 12-2 the Lincoln lead as Piper Whiteman nails the free throw. Lincoln making a little pressure here in the backcourt. Sharp's going to get it to Maya Means. And the ball shot up, no good by Mount Zion.
She's ripping. Good job, Reese.
Ball on the floor. Reese McEwen got the rebound. But the alternating possession is going to go to Mount Zion as Ella Summer came back in the basketball game.
Reese did a nice job chinning that ball and actually ripping through. And
Barnes, the one-hander up, no good. Rebound on the baseline. Summer, she stepped out of bounds. It's going to go Lincoln basketball. Coach, you can look over at Denver Anderson and tell she's not feeling well. She doesn't look well.
No, she doesn't. And just the way she was running up and down the court, you could tell it wasn't her normal self. So, hey, we just hope she gets to feeling better. And Piper doing a good job attacking that middle.
Stolzenberg back out front. Bowman kick in the corner to Heitzig. Heitzig thought about the 8-footer, didn't take it. Back out to
3,
Bowman.
2.
Stolzenberg fires up a wild 3 and nearly got it. At the end of one quarter, it's Lincoln 12 and Mount Zion 2. Let's send it back to the station for a 60-second timeout. All right, back here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium where the Lady Railers up 10, 12-2 on a Mount Zion team that has struggled this year, 9-18, 2-7 in the conference. Coach, I was remarking the other night, this has been a long time since we've had both the boys and girls programs this good at the same time.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I think it helps with just your school morale. Since, a couple years we've not been able to attend the game, so it's actually been a fun year. The girls being able to support the boys, and the boys, you see the student sections are coming out. The kids are really coming out for each other in all the sports, which has been fun. Even during football season, it was just fun to see all the kids supporting one another.
Both the boys and girls with 19 wins right now. Greg Alexander's JV team for Lincoln has 17 wins, so the future really bright here at Lincoln for basketball in both boys and girls. Whiteman in the corner for McEwen. She traveled.
Yep. She should just take that shot. It was wide open. I think she thought about it, and
at the end of the day, her feet were moving before she was dribbling the basketball. I'm pretty sure that Pop is watching. He'll get the laugh
there. We go.
Here comes McEwen. Great steal. McEwen stopped. She did travel.
She almost just threw it to the ref because she knew she did it. Traveling
is now contagious for the Lady Railers. 7:43 to go here in the second quarter. And Mount Zion has yet to get the ball across half court.
It did bring Denver Anderson back in.
Sharp carried the basketball, no call. McEwen steals it again. Those long, dangerous passes against the zone do not work. Stolzenberg. Heitzig. Now here comes the pick from McEwen. There was the pick and roll. Kicks to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg to Bowman. Bowman. Ball stolen away by Maya Means. Here she comes down the lane. Means 8-footer up, no good. Rebound, battle for it, knocked out of bounds. And I think let's see.
I'm going to say
Mount Zion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mount Zion. Denver Anderson back in the basketball game for Mount Zion. Steve Marvel going to his bench quite a bit here. Abby Sharp to inbound for Mount Zion. Kicks it out to Means. Means fires up the 3.
I think she traveled.
Wow.
I don't know if they're all giving us a hint, like they want to go somewhere.
Well, the officials are watching the feet tonight, apparently.
They are. They've been pretty evident, though. These are ones that they might have gotten yelled at if they didn't call.
Heitzig on the back cut to Bowman, and Anderson with the nice steal. Gets it to Sharp to Anderson. Denver Anderson brings it up, gives it to Sharp. Anderson will set up near the volleyball line. Anderson
She'll shoot from there, too. I mean, she's got a good shot from the outside. So
Means threw the ball into the backcourt. Anderson tried to save it, and they called that a backcourt violation. I'm not sure about that because she hadn't hit the floor yet.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think I'm the only way I'm thinking they called it was because it did kind of. She caught it on the other, still, on this side.
But I think your feet have to come down. It's not breaking the plane. It's the feet have to come down. It's just like going out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either.
Lincoln inbounds the basketball right in front of the scorer's bench. Heitzig out front, looking again for the back cut. Stolzenberg ran into the trees, ball blocked. Means comes out of there with it. Anderson across the timeline. Anderson to Abby Sharp in front of the Lincoln bench. In the corner, Means nearly thrown away. Back out front, Sharp. Anderson. Sharp. Corner, Fleming. Sharp. Anderson, the long 3 by Denver Anderson. Got it.
Yep.
Denver Anderson knocks down the 3. 12-5, the Lincoln lead. Coach Denver Anderson, another young lady who's getting some college looks, just like your daughter, Chloe Froby.
Yeah. So Denver and Chloe played on, I coached them through junior high on the same travel AAU team. So some really good girls out of that class. Marissa Gant, who plays for Springfield Southeast. She's getting looks. Carly Hawkins at Chatham. There's Hannah Cleveland out of Olympia. So quite a few girls came out of that program that are looking to play in the collegiate level. So
McEwen missed the shot on the Lincoln end. Anderson misses the 3 on the Mount Zion end. Barnes is just standing in there grabbing rebounds left and right. And finally, Becca Heitzig pulls it out of there.
Piper ran the floor, nice.
Whiteman layup time, got it.
Yep. Good pass by Becca Heitzig up to Piper Whiteman, who actually got out and ran the floor.
Barnes backcourt over to Abby Scharf. Scharf, Barnes, now Anderson as they post her in the middle. They break the press. Means layup time coming. No, she got fouled. Maya Means going to go to the line, and the foul, I believe, was on Reese McEwen.
Yeah, I do believe so. Only the second team foul of the night.
5:04 to go here in the first half. Lincoln up 14-5. Mount Zion at the free throw line. Means the first one up and good. Make it 14-6. And the student section is singing happy birthday to somebody.
I think they're saying it's a gift.
Okay. Second one by Means, up, around, and out, no good. Rebound, Jasmine Werner into the basketball game for Lincoln. Here come the Lady Railers the other way. 4:57 to go here in the half. Lincoln up 14-6, out front Heitzig. Heitzig, Bowman, Stolzenberg. Inside McEwen, Reese in the trees. Reese going to need to kick it back out to Heitzig. Heitzig goes in. Now to Stolzenberg.
Kind of getting all clumped together. We need to get our spacing again.
Ball lost out of bounds right here in front of us, and it'll go back to Mount Zion. They were looking inside for Jasmine Werner, just couldn't get the ball to her. Terrence Stolzenberg will go out. Ryan Stolzenberg will come back into the basketball game. Again, Lincoln up 14-6. Reese McEwen, the leading scorer for the Lady Raiders right now, is 6 on the board. Abby Scharf to Denver Anderson. Oh, and Fleming had the ball knocked away. Stolzenberg almost had it. Fleming on the floor, got it to Anderson. Anderson to Means in the corner. And the Lady Railers had an opportunity to trap her and kind of missed it.
Yeah, I think that's uncharacteristic. I mean, these girls usually, and another.
Abby Scharf with a couple of steps down the lane. And
I think they must get tired of calling travel because she took about 4.
Scharf picked up the basketball and shot it back up again. I think she got fouled. She did. Imogen Werner, her first foul. That is the third team foul on the Lady Railers. Lincoln with 3 fouls. Mount Zion with 1. Scharf up and no good.
Right now they're shooting 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Or sorry, 1 of 3. Sorry, my fault.
Abby Scharf, second one, lefty up and good. Nice shot there. 14-7, the Lincoln lead. Coach Lincoln could use a bucket here.
Yeah, definitely. It was 12 to 2 at the end of the first quarter, and we've scored 1 basket in 4 minutes. So kind of stalled a little bit.
Haven't been able to get anything inside right now with Mount Zion's size inside. Stolzenberg, inside Werner, ball thrown behind her, ball knocked away by Fleming, and Anderson comes out of there with it. Here they come in a hurry. 14-7, 3:44 to go. Out front Barnes, Anderson, the fake goes down and blocked by Imogen Werner, and they're going to nail Imogen Werner on the foul, I think.
I do too, with the body. I don't think she got her on the arm. I think she got her with the body, so.
That's the second foul on Imogen, her 14th foul. And we have an officials timeout on the floor. Let's send it back to the station. For 60 seconds, you're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Anderson got one of 2 free throws to cut the lead to 6. Denver Anderson now with 4 points. 3:32 to go here in the first half. And again, Coach, Lincoln could use a bucket right now.
Yeah.
They need a score. Kind of break this string. We haven't scored for a while, or Lincoln hasn't scored for a while. In fact, they've been outscored 6-2 so far here in the second quarter. Out front, Stolzenberg. Mount Zion playing a pretty tough man-to-man right now. Into Garrett's. Stolzenberg. Corner, Whiteman, 3 on the way. Launches it. Up, no good. Stolzenberg tried to chase it down, and it went off a Mount Zion player's foot. The official was right there. Good call.
Hey, we don't say that very often.
3:07 to go here in the first half. Lincoln up 14-8, led 12-2 at the end of the quarter. Out front, Heitzig. Heitzig goes down the lane, left-hander up, and got fouled.
There we go. We just need to get to the foul line. We've only made them commit 1 foul in almost 2 quarters, so good job by Becca Heitzig to take it strong on that left-handed side.
Becca Heitzig to the free throw line. Abby Scharf with the foul, I believe. Yes. Nope.
Right?
No. The foul was on Macy Fleming.
Yeah.
Becca ran into Abby Scharf. I thought maybe that was the blocking foul, but apparently the foul was on Fleming. First one for Heitzig, up and good. 15-8 the Lincoln lead. Second one up and around and out, no good, and nothing but black shirts there. As Becker comes out with the rebound. Abby Scharf continues to handle basketball in the backcourt. A little surprised at that, but she did a pretty good job of dribbling it up there. Barnes, 18-footer, up, around and out, no good. Rebound, Jenna Bowman.
Nice position by Jenna Bowman, using her body, boxed out that bigger girl.
Heitzig quickly, the kick out, Stolzenberg, 3 on the way, up, no good. Anderson, the rebound and the foul on Jenna Bowman.
Yep, good box out by Denver Anderson to box Jenna out, and Jenna couldn't get around her, and we talked about the other night, it's not over the back, it's that displacement, and Jenna pushed back, and I like Jenna's aggressiveness, but a good box out by Denver Anderson as well.
2 fouls on Bowman. Five on the Lady Railers. 2:41 to go here in the half. Lincoln up 15-8. Mount Zion still in the backcourt. Scharf in front of the scores table. Stolzenberg bats it away, and Barnes comes out of there with it. Now to Anderson, right in front of the Lincoln bench. Stop and pop 3, up, no good. Rebound, Fleming. Fleming kicks back out Anderson. Anderson down the lane, layup up, no good, too hard. Ball batted up in the air, and Barnes picks it up and lays it in. Bracy Barnes just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Becca Heitzig around the Piper Whiteman pick. Goes to Garrett's 15-footer, up, no good, back of the iron. Ball on the floor, and Mount Zion's going to come out of there with it, and here comes Anderson quickly the other way. Lincoln up 15-10, minute 55 to go here in the half. Anderson, good pass to Fleming on the baseline. Fleming lost it out of bounds. It'll go Lincoln basketball.
That was a great look by Denver underneath the basket. Our post players just lost contact of where that lower post was, and Denver found her, and good for us that she lost it out of bounds.
Heitzig out front, kickback, Terrence Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg to Whiteman. Whiteman, a little spin move in the lane, out to Ryan Stolzenberg. Talk about loading up the 3.
Yep.
Kicks out Heitzig. Heitzig, they're trying to draw the defense. She goes down the lane, running one-hander up from 10.
Nice job by Becca Heitzig.
Becca Heitzig, the nice shot, stepping up and getting the bucket. 17-10, the Lincoln lead. Scharf, Anderson still in the backcourt, finally across the timeline. Goes to Becker. Becker tries to drive baseline on McEwen. Out front, Scharf. Scharf, Anderson. Minute 6 to go. Anderson, Scharf. Scharf, inside Becker. Becker lost the ball out of bounds. Lincoln will have the basketball. 59.6 seconds to go. Well, coaching for your Taylor Roar, you play for last shot?
You know what? At this point, if we get an easy bucket, take it, because we haven't gotten much to fall. So I'd like to get it, maybe keep it to the end. But if I see the lane, take it, girls, because we need a bucket.
Little weave run by the Lady Railers, kind of similar to what the boys do. The weave and the handoff out front, but they've been ran it inside the arc. Heitzig looks, kicking to McEwen. Back out Stolzenberg, 3 on the way. Ryan up and no good. Around and on.
Great
box out and rebound.
Good
Gets
job.
the rebound bucket. 19-10 Lincoln.
Nice box out position by Reese McEwen. Man, I hope get another steal by Piper, almost.
Piper Whiteman with the near steal in the backcourt.
And they're going to give the ball to us, I think.
Oh, and it must have gone off of Abby Scharf last. Steve Marvel looks like he's not too thrilled about that call, but I'm not sure what he's going to do about it at this point. Stolzenberg to inbound the basketball to Heitzig. Becca out front with 16 seconds to go. Gets it to Taryn. Taryn to Ryan. Ryan looking for somebody.
Looking for Becca here.
Heitzig with a clear lane to the basket. Layup.
Yeah,
layup,
nice
got
job.
it. Good move by Becca Heitzig to go to the basket. Laid it up with the left hand off the board. 21-10, the Lincoln lead. And that'll end the half here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, where the Lincoln Lady Railers, second currently in the Apollo Conference, go into halftime with a lead of 21-10. Let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. We come back, we'll have the halftime show. At Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium right now. Jay Harden along with the coach, Kerry Froby. 21-10, the Lincoln lead. And we are still watching the weather, folks. WLCN will be your source for school closing, church closings. Just keep an ear to WLCN at WLCNonline.com or 96.3 FM on your radio dials. And if your power goes out, you can always go out to the car and flick on 96.3 FM on the car radio while you're trying to warm yourself up. Right now, we are under a winter storm warning, but outside, I believe it is still raining. From what we can tell here, the precipitation hasn't changed over yet. Looks like maybe it has up in the northern part of the state. But we're under a winter storm warning through Thursday. And speaking of closings, if you are a State Farm employee, we just got the word that the State Farm buildings up in Bloomington will be closed tomorrow.
Wait, I didn't think you guys went in. Is it just...
We don't.
Okay.
Again, it will... The building's going to be closed. You can't go into the building, but you can work from home.
Which is normal,
if
right?
you have power.
Oh, that is very
power
true.
or internet. If you don't have either one of those, you're probably sorry out of luck. So, Coach, what do we got for halftime scoring? Can you get anything for us?
Yeah, I can. I actually did pretty well this time, I think, you know. All right, let's start with the Lincoln Lady Railers, because Well, let's start with Mount Zion. I'll just look at here. Like I told you, we got the wrong thing here, so bear with me if I say things wrong.
Hey, at least we got a roster. Decatur Eisenhower didn't even have roster Saturday night. We were scrambling there.
Well, that was like the night that, when you weren't here. I just showed up. If you don't know, Jay comes prepared. I just show up here and... So
preparation is the key.
That's right. All right. So Denver Anderson got 4 points for Mount Zion, and I'm gonna say this right. I think it's number 24. Abby Sharf. She's got 2. Maya Means has got 1 free throw, and Bracy Barnes has three points. And that's going to round out your Mount Zion scoring. They finished the half with 10 points. Their leading scorer for the half is Denver Anderson with 4 points. They shot 3 of 6 from the free throw line, so 50%. Where your Lincoln Lady Railers are led in scoring by Reese McEwen, who is leading with 8 points. Taryn Stolzenberg with 3. Becca Heitzig with 5. Jenna Bowman with 2, and Piper Whiteman with 3. And your Lady Railers are shooting 2, if I did this right, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. So both teams shooting 50% from the line. I think the basket's been closed for both teams. The lid's been on that hoop on both ends. So hopefully the custodial staff comes in at half and takes that lid off and...
We'll get Mr. Shealy down there to work on that. Coach, I thought in the first half, we made a nice little run there at the end of the first half, and our energy and our intensity seemed to pick up. But really, for most of the first half, it felt like we didn't have a great deal of energy, and I thought during the first, if the girls had put a little more pressure on Mount Zion, it would have caused a bunch of turnovers because they are not comfortable handling the basketball, especially not with Denver Anderson out. No,
and what we saw from them when we did apply pressure was they made those long passes, and that's what we want to happen out of that zone press, out of our zone, is for teams to think that long pass is open, and we get those steals, and that's what was happening at the beginning. We weren't capitalizing on all of those, but we were at least forcing those turnovers. I think all in all, it's been kind of a sloppy first half. I mean, both teams, lots of travel calls, some, missing the balls, going through our hands. Just kind of just kind of one of those games that there's just not much flow. There really hasn't been much flow. Now, the last about minute, like we talked about, we saw a little bit more intensity. I think we picked up, 5 points in the last minute where we had only scored 2 or 3 for a while. So saw some energy from the girls, got some things flowing. So hopefully at halftime, I think what we're going to need to do is we need to spread our offense out. They are playing a nice man-to-man, and we're getting all cluttered together, which makes it easy for a man-to-man defense to guard everybody if our offense is all kind of cluttered into the middle of the lane. So I think spacing is going to be a big key that they're going to talk about at halftime. And then on defense, like you said, I think the ball pressure is going to be key this half as well. Some
upcoming games here on WLCN will be the boys are supposed to play Thursday night here at Roy S. Anderson against Taylorville. I wouldn't bet the farm on it. We may not be dug out by then. And if I understand right, if Taylorville cancels classes, they also cancel all extracurricular activities. So it's kind of dependent on what they do down there as well. Saturday, February the 5th, here at Roy S. against Charleston. That is a 2:30 p.m. start. The girls in action on Friday, February the 4th, making the long trip down to Effingham. You'll be making that trip in the Frobe family helicopter, right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe the jet. I'm not sure. Either one. It depends on what we pull out.
Yeah, doesn't Kent have access to a chartered plane as the district's 27th superintendent?
We need to ask him about that.
Yeah, he probably cursing me right now for mentioning that. Some parent will probably say, hey, you really got access to an airplane?
Yeah. What are they spending our money on?
Yeah. Yes. So that's what
we have no plane.
There's no plane, folks. So that is some of the upcoming games. The next girls broadcast that we have scheduled is on February the 10th against Mahomet Seymour here at home, where we hope to get revenge against them.
Yeah, and that night, I'll just put out, they are going to do like a little honorary of Chloe did break 1,000 points, and she also did break her sister's scoring record. So they're going to do a little ceremony for her at that game. Her niece plays on Muhammad, so it was kind of like it's going to be a family ordeal. So it was a nice gesture by the coaching staff to do that, even though we don't know at this point if she'll be even playing or be, on the floor, but it was very nice of them to think about it and do that for her.
First half flew by. Guess what? Everybody's ready to go here in the second half. We get ready to start. Mount Zion with the possession arrow to inbound the basketball. And they go in the backcourt to Fleming. Fleming to Scharf. Denver Anderson starts the second half. Ball nearly thrown away by Mount Zion as Fleming and Anderson went after it at the same time. Scharf, Anderson out front. Long cross-court pass Fleming. Scharf, Anderson as they go over the zone. Barnes free throw line. Scharf three-pointer on the way up. No good. Back of the iron. Jasmine Robbins skies for the rebound as much as Jasmine can.
Long shot, long rebound, and Jasmine was smart and stayed back kind of around that top of the key area to grab that board.
Heitzig goes inside to McEwen. Ball batted away by Scharf, and she and McEwen battle. And Abby Scharf slings Reese McEwen around and stepped on the end line, and it'll go to Lincoln basketball.
That was a tough call, too. I wasn't sure about that one. 50-50 on what that call was going to be.
Stolzenberg. Oh, Cutter Bowman. Bowman layup time. No, Scharf was all over her back.
Yeah.
And I think they did call a foul. It's a late call.
A little late, but, hey, they got it. We'll give them that.
Abby Scharf. That is her second in the first of the second half. Jenna Bowman. Baseline Jenna goes to the free throw line. First one up and good. I'm like Chris Berman. I come up with
I was going to
nicknames.
say, you do have some nicknames. Baseline Bowman. I like it.
Baseline Bowman misses the second. McEwen up. No good, and she drew the foul.
There we go. That's what we needed to do.
Bracy Barnes, that is her second foul. McEwen, the first one up and good. Reese McEwen. If you've never heard her do the national anthem, folks, I encourage you to listen up. Shame we couldn't get a recording of that. Tell you what, the kids, we've been in gyms last night. There was a girl from Effingham knocked the national anthem out of the park, and they did it at Mattoon on Friday night as well. McEwen got her own rebound. Well, that's a cardinal sin if you're Steve Marvel, the Mount Zion coach, the free throw shooter, gets their own rebound, and he's going to do wholesale substitutions. He's mad.
Yeah, he is mad.
And I don't blame him. McEwen, the rebound on the missed shot, got it up and in. 25-10, the Lincoln lead.
I think that gives Reese 11 on the night, if I'm right.
That is correct.
Yes.
Reese McEwen in doubles got 11.
Wow. Yeah, he wasn't happy with that. He's clearing his bench.
Scharf threw it to Fleming. Ball nearly batted away, and the Lincoln Lady Railers all over the Mount Zion Braves right now on defense, and a foul going to be called on Jazzy Robbins. Steve Marvel just had a 5-player substitution. He cleared his bench, and the players, his starters, are sitting down. He's not even talking to them. That's not a good sign when the coach won't even talk to you.
Yep. You always say that. Whenever a coach stops talking to you, that's when you worry. They're still yelling at you, and they're still cheering.
Means ball knocked away. Here comes Stolzenberg the other way. Stolzenberg, the pass underneath to Bowman. Bowman, McEwen up and no good. Ball on the floor, rebounded by Hillier. Isabel Hillier in the basketball game. Means still in the backcourt against Bowman. Means gets past both of them. She's going to drive down the lane. Kick to Naomi Schmall on the baseline. Schmall got called for the double dribble.
I think Bowman and Heitzig had a miscommunication, as one was guiding them to the sideline, and I don't think the other one got there to cut it off, and they weren't sure who was supposed to be there, and they'll get that fixed.
Jenna Bowman trying to spread Mount Zion out just a little bit. Good pick and roll into McEwen. McEwen, good fake up and good.
Job.
Reese McEwen with a big game right now. 13 points. She's got several rebounds. Is Lincoln up 27-10. 5:57 to go here in the third.
We got 3 girls on the trap. We don't.
And McEwen had her tied up, and finally the official is going to call a jump ball.
The one thing I'm noticing, though, is that we had 3 girls on the trap, and we need to have 1 girl off of that to, take away the pass that's going to happen.
Ref. So. This isn't wrestling. You don't wait for the takedown. Lincoln inbounds in front of the scorer's table. Heitzig, nice little shake and bake into McEwen again. And Reese lost the ball out of bounds. got the ball in some heavy traffic in there, and I think got bumped by one of the girls and just couldn't hang on to it. So Lincoln will extend the pressure against Mount Zion. Means to Hillier.
See, here's where we got to cut it off there. There, we did a much better job of.
Small, and they're still in the backcourt, Summer to Schmall. Schmall, I think, traveled with the basketball. No call. And Schmall in trouble. Oh. Back out front to Jillian Rocky in the game. She's a freshman. And Bowman steals the ball away from Hillier. Bowman quickly ahead to Jazzy Robbins. Layup didn't get it. McEwen another board. Oh. Ball batted away and taken out of there by Isabel Hillier.
Good job back, hustling back to get in front of the ball and stop Means. And then Jasmine Robbins
steals the pass away. Here comes Jazzy Robbins. Going to pull it out and wait for teammates to come in. Into McEwen. McEwen goes down the lane. Wide open. Layup.
There we go.
Reese McEwen shredding the Mount Zion defense right now as Lincoln extends the pressure to full court. In the backcourt, Summer the junior. The Means ball knocked away from Schmall. Naomi Schmall, a freshman. I think they've got 3 freshmen on the court right now. And now Steve Marvell has made his point, and a 5-player substitution again.
Or maybe he's just doing the Grinnell style.
No. I've been watching this game for 50 years, man, and boy, I know when a coach is mad. And I've experienced a mad coach. Yep. Yeah, I know you get the sense of what's going on.
Yeah, he made his point.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. And that second group came out hustling for him.
Yes, they did. Scharf out front, pulled the pivot foot, no call to Anderson. Anderson, Scharf. Scharf goes inside and shot up, no good by Becker. Becker didn't make it, and McEwen the rebound out of there.
We're doing a much better job, Lincoln is, of spreading it out.
Calls out the set. Heitzig, 18-footer, up, no good. McEwen had the rebound, and Becker went over. Ball on the floor.
Oh, they're going to get Bowman.
I think they're going to get Bowman. I think you're right. Jenna Bowman got in there, a little bit of contact.
I think she wanted to say sorry. She didn't really mean to, but...
Sorry, don't get it done.
No.
Jenna Bowman picks up her 3rd foul. Piper Whiteman, Taryn Stolzenberg into the basketball game. Jenna Bowman and Ryan Stolzenberg take a seat behind Taylor Rohr. Mount Zion still in the backcourt. I swear they're going to get a 10-second call here before long. And the ball thrown away. Well, not that way. They won't.
Right. But that's that long pass that we talked about when you're putting that ball pressure on that they're looking to do, that our zone press and stuff is supposed to cause.
We have an officials timeout. Let's remind you of our fine sponsors. Again, with the upcoming winter storm, your power goes out. Head out for the Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln, you'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. You know, that full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, I'm tempted to go out there and stay myself.
You know, that's a good place to get snowed in. I'm thinking, you know what? I could sit in the hot tub, have somebody maybe do my laundry.
I know. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. Schneider Masonry in Lincoln for all your masonry needs, including brick, block, and stone. Choose Schneider Masonry, family owned over 40 years. Phone 314-9654. Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling office. If you want results, call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424. Check out their website, merealty.com. And, of course, James Siddons. James, we know you're listening tonight. Thank you very much for your support of Lady Railer basketball. You know, Me Realty may have some trouble selling houses because their signs are going to be buried under, about 3 feet of snow?
Yeah, I think they'll still be okay. I think, I see that as much as Seth is selling, I think he does a good job on social media. Those signs.
Lincoln the basketball with a 29-10 lead, 3:51 to go here in the third. Robbins out front, Heitzig. Looks like I thought maybe they'd gone to a zone, but nope, they're switching again. Whiteman, 18-footer, up no good. And McEwen chases the ball down in the corner, gets knocked out of bounds by Scharf, tried to save it inbounds, saved it to Mount Zion. Abby Scharf quickly up the sideline. Goes in the corner, Becker. Heitzig batted the ball away, goes into Becker. Becker, baseline Fleming. The cross-court pass to Anderson. Anderson, 3 on the way, up and good. Denver Anderson, the long 3. 29-13, the Lincoln lead.
So they're doing a better job, Lincoln. The Lady Railers are kind of spreading out a little bit more. Running that weave, we kind of got in a little close and kind of cluttered. So hopefully we're taking that spacing and getting some better looks at the basket, better drives, opening up the lane a little bit more for Reese.
Robbins went into Heitzig. Barnes came in over and behind her and knocked the ball away, but there was contact there.
Yeah, I think we got a timeout, though.
Timeout on the floor. Looks like it's a 30-second timeout. Coach, let's keep it right here. Reese McEwen, a heck of a game so far, 15 points on the scoreboard.
Has 8 or 9 rebounds, close to a double-double. I would guess, but doing a nice job, the Lincoln offense, of spreading out the floor, spreading that man-to-man, and they're having to come out and guard our shooters and leaving Reese open there in the middle, and Reese is doing a great job taking her, actually facing up and taking her goal to the basket.
Denver Anderson, who did not start and looks to be a little under the weather. She is playing, though, maybe a little bit of case of the flu or a little illness. Has 7 of the 13 points for Mount Zion. Boy, they'd really be hurting without her, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's pretty much all the games. I mean, she's their go-to and kind of the heart of the team. So
possession arrow favors Mount Zion right now as Lincoln inbounds the basketball up 29-13, and the ball intercepted by Mount Zion.
I'm not sure. We just kind of threw it right to them.
We did.
Yeah, I'm not sure it really.
Anderson into Becker. Becker, the nice 8-footer off the glass and good. 29-15. 2:39 to go. Heitzig. Heitzig, handoff to McEwen, back to Heitzig. Becker going to go down the lane, kick out to Whiteman. Whiteman in a little bit of trouble. Now Mount Zion going to apply a little more pressure. McEwen, Terrence Stolzenberg, kicks Robbins. Robbins back out front, Terrence Stolzenberg. 2:19 to go here in the third. Robbins, Anderson on her, Sharp on Heitzig. Heitzig works the round out front, kick to Whiteman. Whiteman, 3 on the way, a long 3, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor. Anderson has it. Whiteman could have been called for a foul.
Yeah.
Here comes Anderson on the run. Denver Anderson, layup, got it, and the foul. Well, whatever Coach Steve Marvel said must have worked a little bit here. They've come out and scored quite a few points here in the third quarter after being sit on the bench. Denver Anderson now has 9 points. Foul was on Jasmine Robbins.
Yeah.
That is her second. Denver Anderson with the 1. Up and around and out, no good. Reese McEwen hauls down the rebound. Nice box out there. Kicks it to Heitzig. Minute 56 to go here in the third. Game's gone by pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that's what they were hoping for. Get people out of here. Look like the snow line right now is right about at Peoria, so if we can get everybody out here, get on the road so everybody get home safely.
Nice inside move by Becca Heitzig. Stopped and made the 8-footer in the lane. 31-17. Give Becca 7. Barnes still in the backcourt. Anderson, Sharp. Anderson really is able to help them break the press, standing there in the middle of the 1-2-2. And she's taller than most of our girls, so they can go over the zone. Anderson thought about loading up the long 3. She's going to drive down the lane, throw up the running one-hander, and got it. Denver Anderson picks up point number 11, 31-19, the Lincoln lead. Bowman, 10-footer up and good. Jenna Bowman actually was about a 12-footer off the elbow. 33-19.
She spotted up and took her time and nice job by Jenna. 5
for Jenna Bowman. And looked like double dribble in the backcourt by Bracy Barnes. They're still in trouble. Bowman finally stepped in the middle and stole that pass. Bowman down the lane up against Barnes. Got fouled, no call. McEwen up, no good. Blocked, and the rebound goes to Fleming. Quite an exchange there between the two teams. Anderson, the long cross-court pass. Becker got in behind the defense, makes the layup. 33-21, Lincoln up 12. Quickly ahead to Stolzenberg. Terrence Stolzenberg, the 15-footer up, no good. Whiteman, the good rebound. She'll bring it back out. She thought about that 3.
She did. Then she looked at the clock.
Yep.
That was good clock management on Piper's part.
Heitzig, Terrence Stolzenberg. They're looking inside McEwen, out front Whiteman. Heitzig going to drive around Sharp. Got herself in a little bit of trouble. Back out Whiteman. Whiteman drives in the lane. Out front Terrence Stolzenberg. Terran with about 4 seconds. Terran 15-footer up. That's way short.
Yep.
And the clock's going to run out with Lincoln up at the end of 3. 33-21. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter. here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Both teams still in front of their respective coaches. Lincoln up 33-21. And right now, road conditions in our area appear to be pretty good, but expect that probably within the next couple of hours, they'll start deteriorating as the frozen precipitation moves in. Again, keep it tuned to WLCN FM 96.3. Some of the school districts in the area have canceled. Others have gone to a virtual learning day. Again, keep it tuned to WLCN for further news and weather and cancellations. Mountain Zion inbound the basketball to start quarter number 4, and they go into Maya Means. Means to Sharp. Sharp in the corner, Fleming. Denver Anderson out of the basketball game, getting a breather. Means out front, Sharp. Sharp, Means. And knocked away by Jenna Bowman.
Good hands by Jenna Bowman. Kind of on that weak side of our defense, we all need to have active hands, and like we said, we kind of just been sluggish tonight, it seems. Both,
7:44 to go here in the basketball game. They go into Barnes. Barnes turns around.
There we go.
Threw the ball right to Heitzig. Becca Heitzig was in the right place at the right time. Ahead to McEwen. McEwen quickly back out front. Bowman. Bowman 15-footer up. No good.
Board by Terrence
Stolzenberg got it. Whiteman out front. Bowman another 18-footer up. No good. Back to the iron and a drop through. The shooter's touch.
That's right.
Home friendly rims here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. It's 35-21.
I think that's because our Uncle James sponsors. You know what? That's that good karma. We're going to say that Uncle James helped put that one in. I think maybe he should start paying her for each basket. I'm thinking we need to talk to James about that too.
I'm not sure the IHSA allows that. And Abby Sharp traveled coming down the floor. Turnover Mount Zion. It's 35-21. The Lincoln lead with 7:12 to go here in the basketball game. Reese McEwen leads the Lady Railers with 15.
Or, we do like a sponsor. Like, if the Lady Railers score 40 points, James Siddons, he buys pizza for everybody in the gym.
His heart just skipped a beat when you said that. Heitzig got called for traveling in the backcourt as Mount Zion applied pressure. He's struggling enough just to get us that Disney World trip. Now you wanted to buy free pizza.
Lots of stuff.
Means to Sharp. Out front Means. Means, Sharp. Sharp to Means. Means in the corner, Fleming.
Good job, Terrence Stolzenberg
stepped in and took that pass away. 6:46 to go. Heitzig, the long cross-court pass. Bowman spots up again. 10-footer.
Good.
Jenna Bowman just off the elbow knocks down the 10-footer.
Baseline Bowman, right?
Mount Zion still in the backcourt. Sharp gets it to Means in the middle of the press. They break it pretty easy. Got numbers. Here they come. Good defense by Terrence Stolzenberg. Stepped in there, sped up, knocked the pass away. Here comes Bowman the other way. Bowman kicks it corner. Heitzig. Heitzig off the baseline. Around and out. No good. Rebound to Barnes. Barnes, Sharp. Denver Anderson looking to come back in the basketball game. Sharp nearly traveled in the backcourt. No call. And a timeout going to be called by Steve Marville.
I think he's taking that to get Denver back in the game, too. That was a good call by the coach.
6:09 to go here. It is a full timeout. Let's send it back to the station for a 30-second word from one of our sponsors. Back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, both teams in front of their respective coaches on the timeout. Again, Me Realty, Schneider Masonry, the Lincoln Dare Program, James Siddons, Hampton Inn, and the Comfort Inn and Suites, fine sponsors of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. We have one more home game to do here on WLCN FM 96.3. And that will be February the 10th against Muhammad Seymour, a Key Apollo Conference contest. Right now, if we keep this up, we're one game back of Mattoon. We got to hope somebody else knocks off Mattoon.
And Taylorville was really close. I think the Taylorville game between Taylorville and Mattoon was a 1-point game. And I thought Muhammad was real close with them, too. So I don't know if they've played them twice or not yet.
Mount Zion working the basketball out front beyond the arc against the Lincoln zone. There's Anderson. Anderson in the corner, Means. Means back out front, Anderson. Anderson may start launching some threes here in a minute. Anderson down the lane, running one-hander up, and she got nailed for the travel. Yep, I thought so. The inside official called the travel, and Steve Marvel says, no, it's not a travel. No, Steve, I have to disagree with you.
Yeah, she took too many. She took 2 steps instead of that 1.5. But
a nice little hop there, too, Becca Heitzig goes the other way for Lincoln. Again, up 16, 37-21, 5.5 to go here in the basketball game. Stolzenberg out front against Scharf.
Scharf picked up her pressure there a little bit.
She is hounding the Lincoln point guard out front. And now Bowman going to drive in the lane, running one-hander. Got it.
Good
Jenna
attack
Bowman
by Jenna
put
Bowman.
her in double figures with 11. 5:20 to go. Lincoln up 39-21.
Oh!
Heitzig nearly with a steal in the backcourt. Here comes Scharf. And somebody going to get nailed for the foul. It's either Heitzig or Bowman, I think.
Let's see. Oh.
Heitzig gets nailed for the foul. First on them. The first on the Lady Railers. 4th team foul. According to her friend Dave Renfro across the way on the PA.
That's good for Becca, just picking up 1, but she always plays so aggressive.
Means ball knocked away by Bowman. And the new weather report is now sleeting in Bloomington, and that's the direction I have to head.
Oh no. Well, you could always go to the Hampton Inn or the Comfort Inn.
I can.
I know.
Anderson, Scharf. I don't know, with as much salt as they had on the roads were virtually white. I think it would melt a lot of it off before it starts sticking. Ball thrown away. Last touch by Lincoln, it appears. It's going to stay Mount Zion basketball. 39-21.
Piper had her hands ready. I love seeing it. Their hands are ready. Girls, they lobbed it in.
Go over the Lincoln defense, and Becca Heitzig is going to get fouled for number 2 on Bracy Barnes.
I think I jinxed her. I just commented on how aggressive she is and to only have 1 foul right now. That was.
Coach, a lot of people think, hey, with Chloe out of the lineup, it's all about scoring. We aren't going to score as much without Chloe in the lineup, but Chloe's 5'9", and she rebounds fairly well.
Yeah.
And that's where I think I see her presence really missed a lot, because Mount Zion's got a ton of size, and we're having trouble sometimes rebounding with it.
Yeah, you're correct. And some of it, too, is, she can attack and draws 3 or 4 defenders in and gets some open shots like.
Ryan Stolzenberg lights up the 3. That's her first points of the game. 42-22, the Lincoln lead, up to 20. Means. Anderson, little shake and bake, spin move in the lane, 5-footer up, no good, bounced off the rim, and Lincoln the rebound, McEwen the rebound, and what's the call here? And,
I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to yell at the coach.
Warning to the coach. Steve Marvel. Down 20, having a pretty good argument with the coach, and the referee just warned him, apparently not enough to ring him up.
Yeah, I think he walked away.
So 4:19 to go. That's unusual. I usually haven't seen a referee stop play to turn around and warn a coach. Ordinarily be done at the next dead ball. But Lincoln still has the basketball, got it inbounds, and here we go into the offense. Whiteman right wing to out front Stolzenberg. Heitzig.
We need to space out and get our spacing again.
Heitzig kicks out Stolzenberg, Bowman. Bowman drives in, another kick out Whiteman. Whiteman going to go down the lane. Goes for the lip, and a lot of collisions in there. Bracy Barnes is down. Maya Means stayed up, and Piper Whiteman went down hard. Looks like she's okay. A little pulling at the knee pads.
Okay, yep, braces. She is. Well, and I'm not sure if you know, but tonight is Coach Taylor Warner's birthday, too, so this would be
That's
a nice.
That's why they were singing happy birthday. That explains it.
Oh, well, no, they were singing happy birthday because kind of a thing is whenever you get fouled, they're saying they don't believe that it was a foul. The ref just gave you a gift. So then you sing like happy birthday.
I thought they were singing it to the coach.
But
speaking of coaches, Mr. 900 is sitting behind the Lincoln bench.
He is.
Very calmly watching his phone. Illinois is not playing tonight, are they?
I don't think so, are they? I don't think so.
Yes, they are. Yes,
they
playing.
are?
I thought they were playing Wisconsin tonight.
Well, let me see.
Because I was listening to I was listening to Brad Underwood's show on the way back home from Effingham. I didn't realize the Brad Underwood show started so late. But thank goodness it did. It kept me awake coming home. That drive from Effingham to Champaign is kind of a killer. 42-22, but I didn't have it as bad as anybody who had to go 121.
Oh, yeah. You got to take the interstate all the way back.
That's the saving grace of it.
You know what? Sometimes I go ahead and just take the interstate because I feel like it's almost the same. I don't speed. But
sure you don't.
Yeah. I don't speed if anybody's listening, but I can go a couple miles over maybe and get home sooner, I feel like. And I feel safer than that.
I got you.
121.
After the timeout, Lincoln inbounds the basketball up 42-22.
Oh.
Tried to go inbound to Bowman underneath the basket on the cut, and ball knocked out of bounds by Anderson. It'll stay Lincoln basketball. Lincoln inbounds. Ryan Stolzenberg looking for McEwen. Kicks it out. Bowman. 10-footer off the baseline. Up. No good. Baseline. Bowman missed the shot. And Anderson's got it off the rebound by Becker. Denver Anderson dribbling in the backcourt. Kicks it to Scharf. Still in the backcourt. Ahead to Anderson. Anderson. Abby Scharf. Scharf. Anderson. Anderson looking inside. They go inside Becker. Becker against McEwen. Nice little spin move. Turn around up and
nice
good.
Little move.
Steve Marvel takes a timeout. Down 18, 42-24.
Or is this going to be the mass timeout?
No, this was a 30-second timeout.
Okay,
Looked like he called.
So did we not take the mass this time, or was that last one? Was the last one mass?
Last one was the officials' timeout.
Okay.
So we'll just go ahead and keep it right here. What the heck? Comfort Inn and Suites, Hampton Inn and Lincoln. Folks, head on out there. Fill the place up. You know what? Maybe we ought to do this. If the Lady Raiders score over 100 points, it's free breakfast at the Hampton Inn. How about that?
You know what? I think we need to come up with some of those things. Like some of those college games, isn't it? Like if you score 80, we need to see if we can get some sponsors that will. Anybody in attendance can take their ticket and get a.
We can have Schneider Masonry come out here and build us a nice brick or stone booth that we can operate in.
That's right.
Boy, that would be a lot better than the one they had up at Rock Island, which we showed the station manager. It was very nice, but let's get Schneider Masonry to do one in some kind of decorative stone. That would be kind of cool up here.
We got some great ideas.
Yeah, we do.
They don't ever bring us in on those planning ideas. I know.
Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling office. If you need to sell a house, or you know somebody that needs to sell a house, or you need to buy a house, check out merealty.com. Of course, the Lincoln Dare program. Please dare to resist drugs and violence. Well, both teams coming back out after the timeout called by Steve Marvel. 3:22 to go here in the basketball game. Denver Anderson has 11 points. That's their leading scorer. Reese McEwen with 15. Two Lincoln players in doubles. Reese McEwen 15. Jenna Bowman with 11. Lincoln in the backcourt, and now Mount Zion going to step up to pressure just a little bit. Quickly, Lincoln broke the press very well.
She's wide
open. Ahead to McEwen, up and didn't get the bunny. McEwen battles for the rebound, got it back in the trees. Nice little move. No good. McEwen goes at it again. She's going to get nailed for the foul. Poor Reese.
Oh, those they were so close. Way to stick with it, though. Give Reese credit there. She stuck with the first shot she missed and then went right back up with it again and made a great move. And so hopefully we can get it back on defense here now.
Second foul on Reese. Mount Zion now in the bonus with Lincoln with 16 fouls. Anderson, long three, up and looks good. Nope, short. Rebound, Stolzenberg. Good job, Karen Stolzenberg. Almost screamed up. Almost screamed no from up here, yeah.
Sorry. Again, that's when you turn the volume down.
Hey, it wasn't going to be you. I was thinking about it, trust me.
See, it was Jay this time.
Heitzig quickly down the lane to McEwen. Nice bounce pass. Reese kicks it back out Bowman. Bowman got herself set. 15-footer.
Yeah, there you go.
Jenna Bowman with 13. That one not from the baseline. That one from the free throw line.
That's right. Again, though, when she gets her feet set, she just has such a pretty shot.
And Jenna Bowman with the nice deflection. Deflected it again, knocked it out of bounds. Mount Zion will have to inbound the basketball under our basket again. Length of the floor to go. Lincoln has extended the press. In fact, the backs are at the half-court line, which is something you don't ordinarily see in the 1-2-2.
Well, they're not putting anybody back for their press breaker.
No.
So, which is odd. I mean, they're running with that four across and then cutting them back here. But
Means to Anderson. They broke the press that time fairly easy. Anderson down the lane, up, no good. Rebound, gets her own rebound, goes up, fights, no good. Ball on the floor, and Piper Whiteman went down again, held her left knee. She's up quickly and seems to be okay.
Oh, I do think I see her dad here now, Denver's dad.
So ball out of bounds to Mount Zion on the tip out. Scharf goes into Anderson. Anderson got fouled and got the harm. Got the bucket and the harm. Anderson knocks the shot down. 13 points for Denver Anderson. Piper Whiteman, her first foul. Denver Anderson, 14 points in the books. Lincoln still up 17, 44-27, 2:16 to go in the basketball game. Heitzig, dangerous pass. Anderson stole it. Here she comes. Heitzig tried to take the charge. Anderson slipped by her, missed the shot. Bowman the rebound to Heitzig. Becca quickly up the floor to Whiteman. Whiteman waits for her teammates wisely.
Yeah, very good clock management by the Lincoln Lady Railers.
And now going to spread the floor. Out to Bowman. Bowman. Heitzig drives into the lane, kicks it out Stolzenberg.
I would say we're in our layup and free throw only offense right now.
I would say so, and if I were, I would think Mount Zion would have started fouling by now if they were going to do it. Mount Zion's got 3 fouls to give, actually 4 to give before we get in the bonus. Inside pass to McEwen, and McEwen gets fouled. I think the foul's going to go against Kaliana Becker, 5'9" junior, and I believe that is her first.
I think you're right.
4th on the Lady Braves of Mount Zion.
But you always are, Jay, right?
No.
Most of the time.
No, I get reminded of that at home all the time. Terrence Stolzenberg trying to get it in, out to Heitzig. Heitzig going to launch the 3. Not sure that's the shot that the coach wanted.
Piper's going to
Whiteman chases it down.
Good job.
Whiteman, Heitzig got fouled by Abby Scharf. Abby Scharf with the takedown at midcourt. That'll be 5 fouls on Mount Zion and 2 on Abby Scharf. Bowman inbounds to Taryn Stolzenberg. Taryn out front, Jenna Bowman. Bowman the basketball, Taryn Stolzenberg. Taryn to Becca Heitzig. Taryn Stolzenberg. In the corner, Bowman. Bowman now back out between the circles, Heitzig. Again, Lincoln in their delay offense. Layups or free throws is what they're going to take. Most likely free throws. And Mount Zion shows no propensity to come back out and foul. Now maybe they will here.
I don't think they're going to.
Whiteman, the freshman, out front, Heitzig, and they can't catch anybody right now. Heitzig looks inside, kicks it to Taryn Stolzenberg. Taryn back out Bowman. 47 seconds to go, and Steve Marvel may have called off the defense at this point. They're still playing hard but not fouling. Heitzig out front. Heitzig, the long cross-court pass to Taryn Stolzenberg. That's not in the fundamental playbook. She goes around Barnes, and Barnes fouls Becca Heitzig 25 feet from the basket. I don't remember a left-handed shovel pass over the defender being in the fundamental playbook. Did I miss something, Coach? Has the game changed on me that much?
That was a great pass. Do you remember that one she did where she tipped it back that one time to her play? So I think she's got a whole slew of those fundamentally good passes in her arsenal there.
She's been watching video highlights of Larry Bird, I think. Jenna Bowman out front. Taryn Stolzenberg. 11 seconds ago. Heitzig thought about loading that 15-footer, didn't take it. Piper Whiteman back out front. Heitzig to Bowman. Bowman, and this one's going to get wrapped up here, folks, with Lincoln the victory. 44-27 over the Lady Braves of Mount Zion. That'll push Lincoln to the 20 victory plateau. 20-6 on the year, 8-2 in the Apollo Conference. 2 more games to be played, and we're going to need a little bit of help for that conference title. Again, Lincoln wins 44-27. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the postgame show. Back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, a happy Lady Railer crowd files out of here. Lincoln wins at 44-27 over the Lady Braves of Mount Zion. Again, Coach, the girls came through again tonight. Chloe Froby being out of the lineup, that's 24, 25 points a game. And sometimes as a coach, maybe you might wonder where your offense is going to come from. But we had two of the girls in double figures tonight with Bowman and Reese McEwen, and the girls played the defense as usual.
Yeah, played great defense. After halftime, we started the first half a little stagnant on offense. Going into halftime, what was it, 21-10, I do believe. And we came out after halftime, spread out that offense, picked up 23 more points after half and held them 17 points after half, where Denver Anderson actually picked up some points on the Mount Zion side. I think we held her to 4 points the first half. But overall, the Lady Railers moved the ball, got some good shots. We actually had some great shots that just didn't fall that first half. Great looks at the basket. But overall, the girls, played well. Mount Zion put some pressure on the girls. They handled the pressure. So, a good team win.
Denver Anderson, who did not start, came into the basketball game and really carried the scoring load for them today. You have scoring there, Coach, don't you?
Yeah.
Total up? Why don't you go ahead and run through the scoring for the people maybe that just got to their cars?
All right. Well, I'll go through Mount Zion's first, and I'll have to borrow his roster. But for Mount Zion, number 24, which is Abby Sharp, and I do believe she's their second leading scorer. She was held to 2 points tonight. Number 34, Denver Anderson, their leading scorer, 14. Number 15, which is Maya Means, she's also a sophomore. She had 1 point. Number 22 for Mount Zion, Bracy Barnes, finishes the night with 4. And number 11, which is Kalina Becker, she's a junior. She finished with 6 points for the night to give Mount Zion their 27 points. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, Becca Heitzig finishes the night with 8 points. Taryn Stolzenberg, 3 points. And and Ryan Stolzenberg, her sister, with 3 points. Jenna Bowman in double figures with 13. Piper Whiteman with 3. And your Lady Railers leading scorer and the top scorer for the game was Reese McEwen with 15 points.
As we see Mr. Shealy and Coach Al over there getting the chairs picked up over on the sidelines, you think they're wanting to get out of here?
I'm thinking they want to get people on the road.
I would
get home.
just about bet on it. And I got a corrective text from a friend, Roger Gaza, who I know is listening, tells me I'm an Indiana fool. Illinois plays tomorrow night against Wisconsin.
So I'm from Bushnell, and you guys know that's Coach Al coached in Bushnell for a while, and U of I has a player from Bushnell playing on the team, Connor Servin, and so I went to his mom's page to see if she was there, and I didn't see anything, but I thought, well, Jay, you might be right. Like usually, yeah. So, but do they play Indiana then tomorrow? Is that
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. I'm sorry.
Wisconsin.
I
heard Brian Barnhart on the Brad Underwood show correctly last night.
Well, he was. You were kind of tired. I mean, coming home from Effingham, he had other thoughts going through his mind.
It's a long walk up those Effingham bleachers to the top where they have the quote unquote press box.
That is true. Once you get.
and Lloyd left me with all the equipment, so I was the pack mule for it. So 44-27, the Lincoln victory. I tell you what, let's go ahead and send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout. We'll wait and see if we get Taylor Rohrer up here quickly for the post-game show. back at Roy S., where the Lady Railers win 44-27 tonight over Mount Zion. And birthday girl Taylor Rohr, celebrating her 21st birthday, has joined us tonight, where she has a rum cookie in hand to celebrate her 21st birthday. And we're going to wrap this, and we're not going to keep you forever on the postgame show. Not that we don't want to talk to you, but in case you have to go up to the Casey's in Atlanta to get your postgame Coke, I want to make sure you're able to do that before it gets really bad out. So, hey, the girls come through again, played the defense. You had balanced scoring tonight. Reese McEwen really stepped up. So did Jenna Bowman. And, they're doing fairly well without their leading scorer in the lineup.
Yeah, I just think that this is it's a special group of girls. We knew that when Chloe was playing, and it remains true. The girls, each one of them has stepped up and done, kind of what we've been asking them to do all year long. It was just like, now I have to do it, So Reese had a great game. I thought Becca took care of the ball brilliantly. Jenna stepped up and hit some, big shots. We had good rebounding. We were really on top of the boards in the first quarter, and then later on in the game, I think fell flat for a little bit, tired. Our legs kind of were like, yesterday at practice, we were doing Roller Pride, and they were like, so they just couldn't, they were gassed. But yeah, they played really well. They played hard. 3 keys to this game, we said, was defense, taking care of the basketball, and rebounding, and I thought they did those things.
We talked a little bit about that in the first half, that it seemed like the energy picked up toward the end of the second quarter, where they got on a little bit of a run and then carried over into the second half. But some of that first half they just felt a little bit flat, or, there wasn't the energy there that we'd ordinarily see. But really a great job by the girls tonight. You mentioned rebounding. We noticed that sometimes, Mount Zion's got a lot of size out there. They go, 5'11", 5'10", 6'1" on the front line, and bring in another 5'10" girl. That's a big team out there.
Right.
And sometimes our girls, we're giving up 3, 4, 5 inches, may struggle a little bit to rebound, but we did a pretty good job on the boards.
Yeah, I thought they did a nice job on the boards, especially considering how big they are, that we got in position. Sometimes we tried to jump with them, and I had to remind the girls, hey, they're bigger than you. Like, we got to get a body on them and then go and get the ball. We don't want to be jumping with somebody that's bigger than us, because they can reach from behind us and grab it without fouling us. And that's what was happening a couple times.
Jenna Bowman, a great game, hitting that 15-foot shot. We were starting to call her Baseline Bowman now. Once she gets herself set, it's probably going to go down.
Yeah, I agree.
Got anything you want to ask?
Oh, no, I thought, we talked about at halftime, they came out, really did a good job spreading out the offense. I thought we kind of got cluttered.
Right, we were congested.
Yep.
And that was something, Chloe might not be playing, but she is a basketball kid. And she wants her teammates to succeed. So she's like, hey, coach, the lane's too crowded. And so we talked about that on our way in. She's right. The lane was too crowded. We weren't, in our spread offense, we weren't spreading the floor. We were tight, and then the girls couldn't attack. And
well, it was easy to guard us. They were in that, and they're bigger, than they were in that man-to-man, and it was clogging it up. And they did a good job then coming out that second half, getting to the corner, spreading out the offense, and then it opened up the lane. It opened up the lane for Reese to make some great moves down the lane and to the basket. So I don't have any questions.
You're probably going to need a little bit.
Except if she has another cookie.
Yeah, you got to find Jaden. She was handing them out. I don't know.
You're probably going to need a little bit of help from somebody to knock Matt Toon, to give him a second loss, to at least tie him for the conference title. But you've got a long road trip to Effingham on Friday. What can you expect from Effingham?
Oh, they're tough. They play really good man-to-man. They're very well coached. They've got a couple kids that are scorers. They can definitely a good rebounding team. They're really tough.
They're always good fundamentally.
Very fundamentally sound team. I mean, he does a really nice job of, he might start off the beginning of the year and he'll tell me, yeah, we're pretty rough, but by the end, they're always good. They're always in the hunt. And it's going to be a hard one, I think. I think we're really going to have to come to play, and everybody's going to have to be, ready to take care of the basketball, ready to play great defense. It's going to be a tough one.
And this is weather permitting, that we're all dug out by the time Friday rolls around. And then next week on Thursday, the final home game here at Roy S. against Muhammad Seymour. Revenge game for you and the girls?
Sure hope so.
So, and you probably positioned yourself at this point about as well as you can for regional seeding, which will come out, is it next week or the week after that the regional seeds come out?
I have to put everything in today.
So the regional seeds come out next week then, is that right?
It could be. They're going to take them. We're going to vote.
I would say maybe by
I'd
Friday.
say
Friday is
yeah.
this
Yeah,
week
I
to
would
take
say
that
by
up.
Friday maybe.
My stuff is due at 10 tomorrow morning, and then we'll vote, and then it's going to be.
So keep watching the IHSA website for the regional seeds to come out. And
Say
there
Friday by 4.
should be the regional assignments at that point then, too, and you'll know what you're seated and where you're going.
Yeah. I'm going to guess we're going to normal, but I've been wrong before, so.
The two sites.
Wouldn't be the first time.
The two sites are normal in Champaign for the girls' regional hosts, and looking at probably Mahomet Seymour as you and Mahomet Seymour in contention for the
Right.
top 2 seeds.
Right.
And the IHSA will split the top 2 seeds and send them
Should
opposite
split
each other.
the top
Yeah.
2, and we'll go away from each other. And Mahomet's a little bit closer to Champaign than we are, and we're a little bit closer to Bloomington, or normal, but.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up and joining us, Coach. Congratulations on the
Thanks.
victory. The girls
Thanks.
are playing really well. We're
Thank
going to
you.
let you go and get home and get ourselves home as well.
Yeah.
So
It's been
Thank
fun.
you. Be
thank
safe
you,
out
Coach.
there.
So for Coach Carrie Froby, for Coach Taylor Rohr, this is Jay Harden. Again, the Lady Railers win it tonight over Mount Zion by a score of 44-27. Our next Lady Railer broadcast will be next Thursday from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The next boys broadcast is scheduled to be Thursday night here against Taylorville, but I still don't know. I'd bet the farm on it until we kind of see what happens tomorrow. Again, if Taylorville cancels schools, they do cancel all extracurricular activities. We heard that the other day. And if that game doesn't come off, then it should be the boys against Charleston on Saturday afternoon. That is a 2:30 start here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. So for Coach Carrie Froby, for our on-site cameraman, back behind the camera, Lloyd Kirby, Professor Lloyd Kirby, and for station manager Jim Ass, for Winnie Ransdale, who's back at the studio and wants to get going before the ice starts to hit. This is Jay Harden signing off from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, where the Lady Raiders won 44-27. We're going to send it back to the Classic Rock Experience. Good night, and thanks for listening.